Merry Christmas! Okay, so not really for me, considering it's still like very early on in November, but I do plan on posting this along with other similar styled videos. Fingers crossed I actually do that. Throughout the months of December. So I'm sure you can guess, but today we're doing a Christmas themed look. I don't really have much of a plan at all. I'm just winging almost all of it. I have a few products I know I want to use, but other than that, no idea where this is going. Now, I'm going to try and do a similar style of video that I did for my Halloween look, where it's like not really showing you me doing the makeup, but just like me talking throughout. But I am gonna start out with skincare, and I'm going to start with some serum. It's from Glow Recipe. It's pomegranate peptide firming serum. And to kind of keep the Christmassy theme of the video, I've got this. Funny story, my cat does not like this. I was going to wash my face one day and I had it up like this. Let me adjust this. This is, I don't know if this is any different or if that was just me messing with the camera for no good reason, but I tried to get it to where the ears were in. Anyways, my cat does not like this. I walked by him while I was going to go wash my face and went to baby talk him as you do with your pets, and he looked very scared. Eyes the size of the moon, booty in the air, hair standing up, ears down, did not like it. I think he's a little bit more used to it though, but yeah, he was not a fan. He's still suspicious of it because whenever I have it on, he'll just kind of like look at me and then look at the ears and then back at me and just like, what is that on your head? Also, if you're curious, like you like this and you would like to get it as well, I got this at Marshall's. Now, granted, I'm recording this in November. I think I got it at the end of last month, or I'm not really sure. I got it recently and it's, again, early November. So I don't know if they'll still be available by the time I post this, but hopefully, if you like it, it will be. Unfortunately, it is that time of year where skin feels extra dry. So like my fingertips feel fine, but I feel like that's probably because I've been doing skincare. But the backs of my hands and my palms feel so dry. Also, I didn't tell you the other products that I'm using. I don't think I'll remember to do that for most of the video, but from First Aid Beauty, I'm using Ultra Repair Cream, and for the eye cream, I'm using Fimu, whatever, and it's their Ideal Intense Eye Cream. I'm gonna go ahead and just, because this is almost slam full of moisturizer, like, I don't worry about running out anytime soon, so I'm just gonna put this on my hands as well because they feel so dry. Now, the moisturizer is a little thicker than I like, but if you like thicker moisturizers, this is kind of great because like, you get so much in this. This is a 6-ounce tub, and when I got it, it was like, I think to the top full. Now what? Alright, so last makeup video I did, I had an issue with the foundation because it was just a little too dark. Like, I was able to make it work, but that was with the help of a good bit of concealer. I have this foundation, and I don't think it's a good match or a perfect match either, because this looks like it's glowing, and because of all the redness I have on my face, I can't tell if it's going to make me look ghostly or not, but we're gonna give it a try today. Does it match my neck? Yeah. Maybe it's just because of how red my face is. We will see. And again, if it doesn't work out, we can always just wipe it off and leave it out. I don't think I'll wipe it off until I put blush on though, to see if that kind of balances it out. Now honestly, what do I start with? I guess I'll do like I always do and start with eyeshadow. I say that, I don't remember what I always start with. I think it's eyeshadow. But I'm going to be using this palette. It's from NYX. It's their Ultimate I Know That's Bright palette. Now, when I bought this, I thought this was purely eyeshadow. But if you can see, some are like kind of highlighted with like pink borders. Apparently that is just for your face, not your eyes. I don't know what the consequence or the bad effect of using them on my eyes would be. Possibly nothing at all. But, I guess I'll listen to them. Okay, I lied because I'm a dummy. I need to go in with concealer around my eyes before I do the eyeshadow. I've been using this a lot. Like, look, look at how low it is. Granted, I will say the first time I used it, I got too much product out. So, I would probably have a little bit more if I hadn't wasted it, but that was my first time using it, so gonna cut a little slack. I'm just looking at this, and this is genuinely like paper glowing white. That would have been good for the vampire look, but I forgot I had it. So like I said, I have a very loose, vague idea of how this look wants to go, like how I want it to look. But I do know I want to be using like green, because you know the Christmas colors, green and red. And I'll have to look at the palette again and see what else I could use, because I don't want it to be just purely green, I think. So I'm gonna kind of try and use one of the yellows on here as like a gold, so it would be gold. Where is it? Green, and then a green shimmer. And I'm thinking about, since it has like face pigments, using this red and this shiny reddish orange somewhere. I grabbed the wrong yellow. Oop. Oop. Could that count as gold? I think so. Alright, and just to clarify, I'm doing this as more of like a fun look, not a, oh, you should wear this to a Christmas party, blah 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 blah. I'm just doing this because, why not? Because I think it would be fun. I don't know. I don't know if this is green enough. It's kind of giving me Grinch vibes just a little bit. It also is giving Sprite can vibes, so yeah, no, I'm doing my best, okay? It's giving many different vibes. It's giving Grinch, it's giving Sports Varsity, it's giving, what did I just say? Sprite can. It's a mini applicable look. I guess I can just kind of try and smudge this a little bit. I told you we needed them a little. So I'm going to try and do a cut crease, and hopefully that'll kind of like fix whatever is going on. I don't think it looks wrong or bad, but I don't know if it's really screaming Christmas just yet. So I am using techniques that I picked up at in 2016, so I don't know if this is still what people are doing, but it's what I'm using. But what I'm doing is I am putting more concealer on my eyelid so that I can put my shimmery color over that for it to really pop. When I get done with this video, I believe I will make soup. I am looking forward to soup. I want to let that dry. So I'm trying to think of like what I could do in the meantime while I wait for that. Brows perchance? I don't want to do a pencil. I'm lazy, okay? So I'm going to be using... Sorry, I didn't mean to bump you. I'm going to be using this. It is, I think, Dip Brow Gel from Anastasia. I like this so much that I've used like 2 things of it already, like within, you know, finding it, which was like sometime last year. And then when I found it at, I think, Marshall's, in their little makeup section, I went ahead and grabbed like 2 things of them. They're like the one makeup product that I actually use up because I use it so often, and it's just so easy to use. Alright, I'll go ahead and try to put the glitter on. Hopefully that will go well. Also, look at how pretty. Yangy! Alright, that's one I've done. I think it helped. I think it helped a little bit. Kind of muted the Sprite can look. Also, I did the shimmer twice to kind of really make the color pop. Alright, and I'm just going to use a flat brush like this and go back in with green and do it under my lower lid. So the eyeshadow's done. I think that this can classify as a Christmas eyeshadow look. Now, onto the rest of the face. I'm not sure what to start with. Because like I was saying, I want to use this, but I also want to use foundation. And I probably need to use that first. I think we're supposed to shake it up before we use it. Probably. At least with as long as this has been sitting, I probably should. I also need to wet this. I should get a clean one, but I'm not going to. Alright, I'm back, and hopefully we can make this foundation work. Goodbye, any hint of pigment? Okay, I'm just gonna... Because it was like a lot more runny than I thought it'd be. So I'm just gonna go ahead and work with what I've already put on. Do I want to use this right now, or do I want to use a brush? I guess it doesn't matter. I'm gonna use a brush. I'm gonna try that again, because I feel like I messed up. I think. Let me just try more, because the brush was not moving anything around. You know what? Shout out to Smashbox for making something this drastically pale. Because while it might not be my perfect shade, I know that there's someone that is ghostly white that's just thrilled. Why is this not blending? Probably because I've just been mashing the sponge into my face, hoping a miracle happens. This is like emo goth punk white. You know, I know this is really pale, but I don't know whether or not to be upset about how it doesn't look that out of place. Maybe once I add the blush, like I was saying, it'll kind of balance out this. I'm afraid to roll with it, but I think we're gonna roll with it. I'm scared that I'm going to roll with it, get to editing this, and not be able to use it because it ends up looking so silly. Because I've got I've got a lot of light coming from this direction, and I don't feel like I can really see that well, ironically enough. I feel like I can't see what I'm doing that well on the camera. But looking in this, I think it looks okay. I also think I have to sneeze again. Alright, so I still have to sneeze. I'm alive. Anyways, I might have to sneeze again. Oh my gosh. Oh, fight it. Okay. In here, I have blush and lip stuff, and I'm going to pick that stuff and bear with me. Blush and blush. These are some of the options. Highlight 4 option in here, but this is all highlight. Blush, dark red. Might be too drastic for how pale my face is at the moment. More blush. Last blush. Powder might help. Lip stuff, Clinique, Lord of the Rings lipstick. Tower 28. Shade Magic. I thought it looked Christmassy with the gold. This has been... I don't feel like using it right now because it's been hit or miss, and I don't want it to miss right now and mess everything up. Okay, so outside a cloud just blocked the sun. So now I'm looking at it, and yes, quite well, but manageable. So what I'm going to do is this blush from Revolution. It's Jelly Blush. Now, I've used it before, so I'm sorry if I'm being repetitive for those of you who have watched before. But while this looks very dark, it's one of the buildable colors. It's very cold right now. It's supposed to be lip stain too, so let's see. I've never used it on my lips. That's actually very cute. Dust. Look at how soft and girly that is. I feel like that'd be good to like have in your purse. As a little freshen up. Could I add a little more to this side? Also, this is in the shade Peach, which, you know, I think pretty fitting going off of this. I'm suspiciously pleased with this. Okay, what next? I think for my lips, I like this color, so what I'm gonna do is just use the Tower 28 lip gloss I was showing, and just kind of cover a little bit, give it a bit of a coat. And now I think highlight. Alright, so for highlight, this is the palette. These are the options. I think I'm gonna use Starburst. I did intend to use the face shades on that eyeshadow palette. Unfortunately, I did completely forget. Yeah, I don't think I'll use the face colors in this video. I think I'm done with this look. Suspicious, but I like it. Obviously, I feel like the foundation is much too pale, but I don't think it looks bad or unnatural. Let me get rid of this so I can show you the actual final look. Okay, at the moment, this is the best I can get my bangs, but this is the final look. I hope you liked watching the video. I hope it's postable. But thank you for watching. Bye!